Hey folks, we are not playing the banjo today, but stay tuned. This might be some of the most important advice you hear from me. So today we are talking about why you still suck at the banjo, right? So many people are at this beginner to like late beginner phase and they just stay stuck there forever, right? They never really improve beyond that point. So that's the kind of stuff we're going to talk about today. We'll start by talking about some of the traps people fall into. And look, I can tell you all these from experience, right? Because I have fallen into every single one of these over the years. And we'll talk about what you can do instead, right? The first is just shallow learning, right? Like you grab tabs from here, there, and everywhere. You play through them once or twice, and you never really dive deep. You never really fully absorb a song. And if that's your only tool for learning songs, that's really going to keep you trapped at that beginner stage. And next, this one just prevents you from ever sounding like truly good, truly masterful on your instrument. And it's just avoiding the fundamentals and just slow metronome practice. Like, I get it, right? Like, it's not as much fun to drill stuff for 20 minutes as it is to just play from tab or whatever. But just a little bit of that stuff goes a long way, and so many people just avoid it like the plague. And then third is just avoiding feedback, right? Like, it's really easy to trick yourself into thinking you sound better than you do. And there's some super simple ways to fix this problem. One is recording yourself. That's the kind of feedback you need. So, if you're shy about playing in front of others, that's fine, but like, at least record yourself, and that's going to go a long way towards helping you improve. And finally, I think this one is the most insidious of all, right? And it really keeps you stuck at this level. It kept me stuck at this level for a long time. That's looking for the hack, right? So you're skipping the hard parts. You're looking for the hack, the trick that is going to make it all click for you. And let me tell you, unfortunately, it doesn't exist. But that's if you want to break out of the stage, and not everyone does, right? Which is fine. I think that's a big piece of it too. It's just being honest about yourself, about what kind of banjo player you want to be. That's the thing in the end, is the real problem, the real reason you're not good is because you haven't decided to be good yet, right? Like you're poking around it, you're not actively pursuing being a good player. And it kind of takes that decision of going like, okay, I am going to show up every day. I am going to do the fun stuff, and I'm also going to do the stuff that's not so fun, right? I'm going to study music theory. I'm going to do these drills. I'm going to struggle for 2 weeks trying to learn Cripple Creek by ear, and when I've got 15 tabs over that, I could just pull out, right? And not everyone wants to do that. Like, I totally get that. If you just want to sit in your living room with your laptop on your knee and play from tab, like, great, right? If you want to do more, you have to decide to do that, and you have to show up consistently. So here is what getting good actually takes. And the number one thing is consistency. It's showing up most days and spending some time playing your instrument. Like, you're allowed to take breaks, but if you look at the really great players, if you sort of saw a chart of the days they played the banjo, there'd be much more days where they played the banjo than when they didn't, right? It's okay to take a break. But you're not going to improve if you're regularly missing a lot of days, right? And that's just a fact, 20, 30 minutes a day over enough time will definitely get you to a really solid place. But if you're not making time often enough, you're just not going to improve. Next is feedback. So record yourself, play in front of other people, right? I'm not telling you to go to your open mic night or give a concert or whatever, but like, introducing stakes into your playing is huge, right? So just making some sort of commitment, even just playing in front of other people is a huge help, right? Next is just practicing some of the stuff that's not so fun. So go through that struggle of learning by ear, work with the metronome, drill some stuff. Be willing, when you encounter stuff that you don't know how to handle, don't just move on, right? Stop and figure out, well, what don't I know here? How do I know it? Or how do I get that knowledge? And, work at it. And then you need a real plan, basically. And I think that, like, this is easier than it sounds, right? Like, you don't need a roadmap for your next 2 years of banjo playing, but I see so many people sort of flit around from resource to resource, book to book, YouTube video to YouTube video. Like, find something you like. Doesn't have to be me. There's plenty of people out there. Find someone you like their teaching style, and just try to stick with them for a little bit, right? And look, you can keep doing what you're doing, of course. Just, don't be surprised if you stay stuck, right? So look, guys, I hope that helps. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. All right.